So in the metric system, it is the International Bureau of Weights and Measure in Sevres near Paris, France. So this is the headquarters where representatives from around the world meet to set standards that affect the way people take and report measurements. Basically, uh, from the old times, ang practice natin noon hanggang sa ngayon, we follow yung ating SI system or the metric system. Yung isa kasi yung base ay USC which is ang ginagamit ay inches. So, we set standards with the aid of the metric systems and that standard, yun yung ating ginagamit as a basis of measurement. So, it is used both in science and in their daily lives. So, these standards are called the International System of Units, which is the SI or the metric. So, the internationally used abbreviation is SI, comes from the French Les Système International de Unites. Ano? So this system includes units of measurement such as meters, liters, and kilograms which you may already be familiar with. Okay po? Kasi sabi ko nga, ito namang ating pag-aaralan ngayon ay very common na lalong-lalo na sa subject niyong physics at saka chemistry. Ano, parang lahat naman foundation ng science, they undergo the discussion first with the basic of measurements. So, sabi natin, this system includes units of measures such as meters for length, we have liters for volume, and kilograms for weight and mass. Ano? So, which you may be already familiar with. So, you may know this system by its other name, which is called the metric system. Later on, we will be focused also on the discussions on basic conversion using the power of 10. For example, from meter to kilometer to hectometer, etc. So we will focus our discussions on basic uh, conversion, and then you should be familiarized on how to convert without the aid of calculator. So during exercise, you will be allowed to practice on how to compute kasi during examination, you will be graded according to your computation and not with merely with the final answer. So if you not presented the exact presentation or the exact computation or yung process para makuha yung final answer, so hindi nyo rin makukuha yung uh, maximum points. So for example, 1 point for computation and 1 point for final answer. So kung tama ang final answer, mali yung computation, wala pa rin points. Kasi ang iba, ang ginagawa, kina-calculator. Pagkatapos, hindi alam kung paano i-solve. So, we're not after the product. Ano, we're after on the process para makuha yung product. So, kung tama yung process na ginawa ninyo, may points kayo. And then, kung tama pa rin yung final answer, and then you will gain the maximum points. So, kung hindi nyo makuha yung process, tapos tama ang sagot, imposible naman yun. Kaya hindi ako nagbibigay ng partial points kung tama ang sagot, mali ang computation. Nagbibigay pa ako ng partial points kung tama ang computation, mali ang final answer. Kasi maaring nagkamali lang siya ng pagko-compute. Pero kailangan tama ang computation para makuha ninyo yung maximum points. Okay po, malinaw po ba tayo doon? Kasi kahapon nung kami ay nag-discuss ng 1103, ipiniresent ko sa kanila yung cancellation process, yung process ng pag-solve para makuha nila yung maximum points. So medyo mahirap nga lang tayo dahil online. I'm not familiar, pero parang meron naman ditong whiteboard. Ano ba dito? Yes na ba yun? Kasi na yung white screen. So mamayaan natin ko gawa ng meron tayong computation. Kumakita yung para makapagsulat. Mga teacher alam kasi yun yung mga pag computation ang Yung parang may pinakompute sila, yung nakapag-compute sa screen. Okay, so the SI has its origin in France, so it arose as an effort to standardize and simplify measurements after the French Revolution. So today, the SI or the metric system is the commonly used in the majority countries around the world. In Canada, the metric system was legalized in 1871, although the imperial system of measurement, yun nga, imperial or the USC, which is based in feet and pounds, continued to be widely used until the second half of the 20th century. Even today, there are many people who think of their height and weight in feet and pounds rather than in centimeters and in kilograms. So, kayo ba? Do you? Ano bang inyong preferred? In feet and pounds or in centimeters and kilograms? Pero ngayon, ang common ay in centimeters and in kilograms. So, in this section, you will be familiarized with the describe the relationship between units of length, area, volume, capacity measure, and temperature in the system international. Pero we will focus lang in this part sa length. Kasi hindi natin masyadong concern yung area volume. Okay po? So we will focus lang sa length. And then, so the first part, length. So to complete this lesson, you will need syempre ay metric, kung meron kayo dun sa tabi nyo, ruler or meter stick, metric tape measure, and then this is activity. So essential question, the first one is, how is length measured in SI? So as what I have mentioned earlier, sabi ko nga, ano, ang base natin ay meter, ano, kalimitan for length. Okay po. So what are the common units used in measuring length in SI? So syempre we have centimeter, kilometer, millimeter, ano, decimeter, centimeter, ano. Okay, next. How are lengths in one unit convert to another unit? So sabi ko nga rin kanina, so when we are talking with SI, when we are dealing with SI units, we are converting with the aid of power of 10 lang naman. Ano? And then we have used several prefixes to denote the number of zeros. Okay? So we have an example here. So sabi, Hannah is helping her father on a family car. I think we'll need a 10 mm metric wrench to loosen this bolt, Hannah observed. Sabi ng father, you're right. Her father smiled, and then her father also asked, how did you know? Okay? And then, well, the hexagonal head of the bolt is about the width of my small finger. So, natansya niya, ano? And that's about 1 cm or 10 mm. So, metric wrenches such as the one in the photograph are sized in millimeters. Okay? Do you remember how to convert millimeters to centimeters? And what would a 12 mm wrench be in centimeters? And what would it be in meters? Okay, tandaan niyo pa ba kung paano mag-convert from centimeter to millimeter to mm or meters? Tandaan niyo pa? So that would be our focus for today. So, let's go on. So you may have heard describe horses' heights using the term hands. So they are referring to the number of hand widths that make up the height of the horse. So part of your body can be used to measure objects, and then you could use the width of the finger or the width of your hand, or you might use the length of your arm. For example, what is the measure you could use to describe the distance from your home to your friend's home? So anong ginagawa niyong pag-describe para ma-describe niyo yung distance ng inyong bahay sa kaibigan niyo without measuring? Paano niyo ma-describe? Anyone? Anyone? Paano niyo describe yung pag-ita ng bahay niyo dun sa kaibigan niyo? So, ang sabi, one suggestions might be to use the number of paces you would have to walk between the houses. So, yung iba, dinidescribe dun sa bilang ng hakbang. Halimbawa, 10 hakbang mula sa amin, yun na yung bahay ng aming kaibigan. Diba? Ganun tayo mag-describe. Okay. Ano pa? Paano pa tayo mag-describe?
Kinukumpara, sir.
Okay. Halimbawa, ito, walang ruler. Sabihin mo, gano'ng kalaki yung tubig? Okay. Paano mo ma-measure itong lalagyan ng tubig? With the aid of our body parts. Tama? So, anong ginagawa natin dito? Dinadangkal. Tama?
Dinadang
Okay. Pwede natin siyang dangkalin. Halimbawa, isa't kalahating dangkal. Ano? So, that is measurements. So, nung unang panahon kasi, ang pag measure, so pag walang instrument, tinatansya. So, paano tatansyahin? So, they use their body parts. Ano? They use their body parts. So, halimbawa, itong tubig, dadangkalin. Kaya lang, meron tayong advantage and disadvantage sa mga manual measuring. Anong disadvantage ng manual measuring? Uy, technology tayo. Anong disadvantage ng manual measuring?
Hindi po accurate.
Tama, Mr. Victor. Very good, Mr. Victor. In terms of accuracy, hindi natin ma-attain yung ah, accurate readings kasi halimbawa, yung nagtangkal, malaki yung kamay. Yung isa naman, yung nagtangkal na isa pa, maliit ng kamay. So, dun pa lang sa description ng malaki at maliit, magkaiba na yung magiging sagot. Parang kung si Dagul yung dumangkal at saka yung ang dumangkal ay yung si Gulayat, so magkaiba yung magiging sagot. Although parehas na dangkal. Halimbawa, 5 dangkal, kaya lang magkaibang tao yung dumangkal. So that is how we describe measurements. Ano? So so in this activity, you will measure the length of an object using part of your body. So you can use the table below to record your measurement, and an example has been given in the first row. Okay po? So I will be giving you siguro ay 15 minutes. So you will choose an object beside you, siguro kahit 5. Okay? And then ilagay nyo kahit sa isang 1/4 sheet of paper, and then ipasa sa GC, and then lagyan nyo ng object, and then lagyan nyo ng my measurements. Walang gagamitin na panukat, ang gagamitin nyo lang ay just simply your body. So, dangkal, thumbs, or what. So, ilalagay nyo yung description. And then afterward, we will be discussing kung paano nyo pinerform yung pag-measure ng mga object. Okay po? So, I'll be giving you 15 minutes. Siguro mga tatlo na lang pala, tatlo. Tatlong object na malapit sa inyo, tapos lagyan nyo yung measurement, kung paano nyo siya measure. And then, pakisend sa GC no reading, as well as yung inyong interpretation sa ilalim kung paano nyo siya pinerform. Okay po? 15 minutes. So, we will be having a break din muna para doon. And then, 9:20 ngayon, we'll resume at 9:50. Okay lang ba? Yung activity for number
Sir,
1.
pagsusukat po,
Okay. Anong ginamit yung part ng body
hands
in
po,
measuring?
kamay po, kamay.
Okay. So, majority of you use your hands. So, una, sabi dyan, you will identify the parts of your body that could be measured, the length of the objects. So, ang majority sa inyo ang ginamit ay kamay. Ano? Meron po bang gumamit ng ibang parts of the body aside from your hands? Wala na. Okay po. After you have measured using your hand, you will now identify the objects around you that can be measured using the body parts in the step 1. So you will list down the first column on your table, and you will list down the objects like the width of the door, length of the kitchen, length of the wall, and height of the water glass. So some of you, ang nilagay lang ay length. Majority sa inyo ay length lang. So hindi nyo na consider na ilagay yung weight at saka yung, syempre wala yung weight. Hindi na na-consider yung thickness at saka hindi na na-consider yung width ng iba. Ano. So majority sa inyo, ang nilagay ay puro length. Ano pa ba? Nalagay dito ay length, di pa, handspan, okay, height, yun, very good. Merong naglagay ng width. Yung iba, merong height, merong width, kagaya ni Norte. Okay, yung iba naman, nilagay ay elbow, and then yung iba, meron ding width, very good. Merong width, merong span, and merong height. Okay po, kagaya ni Mendoza Marlon. Ano, merong height, merong width, at saka merong span. So, inobserve niya yung iba't ibang dimension. Very good, si Mendoza Marlon. Okay, yung iba naman, span and width din. Yung iba is length, yung iba ay thumbs. Okay po? Okay, si Vertudes naman, width, length, and within. So, may width and length siya. Ang kulang lang yung thickness. Ano? Si Rodriguez naman, ang nilagay niya ay width, span, length, and then sabi niya, I use my thumb to measure the file face and measurement of the file, the thumb width. And then sino to? Walang pangalan. Two finger, 1.5 span, 5 hand spans. And then if si Palo, sabi niya length, and width ang measure. Width din, okay? Dangkal, width, ano pa? Tumbler, so fingertip, width, hand. Ano pa? Yung iba, length, width, and span, kagaya ni Panopio. Okay po? Si Manalo, we have hand span, ballpen height, and feet. Okay? Si Albarico, span, and thumbs. Okay? Dangkal, at saka widths. So, widths, puro widths. Yung iba naman puro widths din, span lang din. Yung iba may span, may widths, at saka may length. Also, yung iba width, okay, width din. Nag-exit. No, kasi mga to, pag-upload na tabingi tuloy ako, ano. Dapat ay, ah, tawag doon, portrait pag nag-upload, ano, niro-rotate. With dangkal, handspan, with, and then with then faces. Ayan, yung iba, length of a classroom. Nasa school ba kayo ngayon? Okay, 10 paces, 10 hakbang daw. Okay. Okay, thumb width, length, elbow, fingertip, handspan, yan. Okay, yon. So, majority of you, very good observation. So, mamaya, lalagyan ko na lang ng points yung inyong observation. So, majority sa inyo, ang measure ay width and span. Ano? And then, some of you, considered yung height. Okay? So, very good observation and noting of length and measurements with the aid of your hands. So number 3, you will measure the object you listed step 2 using your appropriate body part measure. So majority nga, ang ginamit ay kamay. Record your measurement in the second column in your table. So after this, we have several questions. The first question, review the measurements as what I've done and recorded in your table. So do you think they would be the same as those recorded by some smaller than you, like a child? And how about larger than you? So I think na-discuss ko na rin kanina yung sagot for this part na syempre, depende sa body posture or body parts or body dimension ng isang tao, yung magiging sukat. So halimbawa, si Pedro, dinangkal niya yung drum, kaso yung kamay ni Pedro ay maliit. So, syempre, maaring 50 dangkal yung sa kanya. Samantalang si Jose, malaki yung kanyang pagkakamay. So, maaring yung 50-40 lang kay Jose. Ano? So, maaring magkaiba siya dahil magkaiba yung panukat nila. Pero sa atin, sa measurements, we use a definite measuring tools para magkaroon tayo ng definite answer. On question number 2, evaluation, what are the some reasons why measurements might be different between you and someone else, and even though you're using the same body part to measure the same item? Can anybody share his thoughts about this question number 2? Can I call Rodriguez Michael, number 2? What do you think are some of the reasons why the measurements might be different between you and someone else, aside what I have thought or what I have said pala, even though you're using same body part to measure the same item? Sige,
Pwede po, sir,
wala namang,
Tagalog.
wala namang mali. Sige, kahit Tagalog.
Ang ano po, tawag dyan, ang na-notice ko po ay like size po ng ating body parts. Gawa karamihan po kasi ng tao ay maliliit po ang kamay, tas meron naman pong malalaki din. So, pag halimbawa po, ang isang dangkal po ng maliit na kamay ay kalahati pa lang po nung object. Tapos po yung
Hmm.
isang dangkal, isa ay parang pinakabuo na pong object.
Okay. Thank you. So, tama ano. So, maaring magkaiba siya dahil magkaiba yung sukat ng pagkakamay ng tao. Ano? So, as what I have said. Ano? Okay, so turn to the solution at the end of the section and your work. So, actually, ang realization natin dito sa activity is uh, in order for us to have accuracy and uniformity, we should have the what we call measuring instruments. And meron dapat tayong standardization. And then, dyan na nga pumasok yung SI or the metric system. So, a standard unit of length, so you may have observed that using a measurement system that relies on body parts does not always allow for consistent measurement. That's why SI provides a standard length called the meter. So, two people measuring independently will obtain the same measures of length and distances or distance. So, kaya lang magkakaiba siguro the way they use the measuring instruments. So, halimbawa, yung pag-measure niya, nag-umpisa siya sa 1 instead na nag-umpisa sa 0 or vice versa. So, maaring magkaiba yung reading. Pero somehow, somewhat, dapat ay maging tama kung tama yung proseso ng pagsukat. For small lengths, the meter is divided into smaller parts using power of 10. Yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina. So you will encounter decimeter, millimeters, and centimeters, which are tenths, hundreds, thousands of a meter. Similarly, for longer distance, 10 times, 100 times, and 1,000 times a meter are common. So any of the SI unit of length relate to any other by a power of 10. That is why other one of the skills we will need to work in SI is multiplying and dividing by powers of 10. So mamaya, I will be discussing the different prefixes and suffixes para maintindihan natin kung paano ba natin siya imo-move. So sabi natin may rules tayo, move to the right or move to the left depending dun sa conversion process na ating gagawin. So basically, when the exponent of 10 is positive, see how the exponent relates to number of instances. 10 appears as a factor in the expanded form and the number of zeros in the product. Okay? So as you can see in the picture, that is the illustration of power of 10. So 10 to the 0, ibig sabihin ng 1. 10 to the 1, that is 10. 10 to the second power, that is 100, dalawang 0. 10 to the third power, ibig sabihin tatlong 0, that is 1,000. 10 to the fourth, that is 10,000, apat na 0. 10 to the 7, that is 10 million, and then 10 to the 10, that is 10 billion. So when the exponent is negative, see how the exponent relates to the number of zeros in the product. So as you can see, 10 to the negative 1 equals 1 over 10 or 0.1. 10 to the negative 2, ibig sabihin 1 over 10 square, which is equivalent to 0.01. So the movement of point is going to the left. Kapag positive naman, the movement of 0 is going to the right. Okay po? 10 to the negative 3, that is 0.001. 10 to the negative 4, that is 0.001. And 10 to the negative 5 is 0.0001. Okay po? Questions? May tanong po? Wala. Okay po? So, to practice with power of 10, go and look at powers of 10. So, meron tayong mga activities mamaya. When you've launched this multimedia, drag the slider one way and then the other. When the exponent is 10 is positive, see how the exponent relates to the number of instances, and 10 appears as a factor in the expanded form and the number of zeros in the product. When the exponent is negative, see how the exponent relative to the number of zeros in the product. Okay po. So, let's have an oral activity. Okay po. So, complete the table below. So, 1,000 equals to 10 to the third power. 100 equals to, ang sagot, Tenorio, Tenorio Jim Roos. 100 is equals to 10 to the Tenorio. Nangyari.
To sir,
Okay, 10 to the second power or 10 to the 2. Tama. Okay po. Next, sabay-sabay na tayo. Okay, 10 to 10 equals 10 to the 1. 1, ano yon? What would be
Zero
a
po
1?
sir. 10 to
Okay, 10
0
to
po.
the 0. Okay. Point 1, that is 10 to the
Negative 1 po.
negative 1. Very good. And then point 0.01, 10 to the negative 2. And point 0.001, 10 to the
Negative 3.
Yung 3.
negative 3. Okay po. So, turn the solutions and then mark your word. Okay po. So, another example. So, remembering, do you remember learning the shortcut of rule for multiplying by the power of 10? Suppose you had to multiply 7.54 by 10 square. Simply, following the shortcut, you simply move the decimal point in the right two places, going to the right because they are positive, and you move the decimal point two places because the exponent of 10 is 2. And you move to the right because the exponent is positive. So, as what the illustration is showing, so 7.54 times 10 square. So, simply you move the decimal point two places to the right. Kaya ang magiging sagot ay 1,754. Very basic lang naman ito. Ano? So if you multiply the number by a negative exponent, the decimal would be moved to the left. For example, 7.54 times 10 to the negative 2. Kapag ang exponent ay negative, meaning ang movement ng point ay to the left. That is 17.54 equals moving to the left. So 1, 2, that would be 0.1754. Okay po? Can you follow dun sa positive and negative? Okay po. Wait lang po ah. Wait. Sabi natin there are two sliders. The left slider allows you to enter a number from 0 to 100. So the other slider allows you to control the value of the exponent in the power of 10. So pay special attention to what happens to the decimal point when you multiply by a power of 10 that has a negative exponent. You can also enter values directly in the small box beside each slider. Okay, next. So let's have a self-check activity. So for example, complete the following questions using the shortcut for multiplying by the powers of 10. So what is 3.92 multiplied by 10 to the 4th? Anybody? Ano pong sagot? Any volunteer? So simply you move the point 4 decimal places. Kasi na dito yung options na pwede magsulat. Wala. Wala na yung whiteboard. Wait lang. Okay, so tama. We have 39,200. Okay. Okay. So wait lang. Na-try ko lang magsulat. Oh, ano ba to? Okay, so ano ba to nangyari? Hindi ko na maklik. Okay, so next. End activity na nga natin to. So madali lang naman ano. So that is simply moving the decimal places. So as you can see, 3.92 you move the decimal places going to the right 4 places. So ibig sabihin, you add 2 zeros kasi 3.92, 1, 2, and then 3, 4. So that is 39,200 as what Angelo Albarico said. Okay, on question number 2, what is 9.9 multiplied by 10 to the negative 5? So that is simply moving the point 9 to the uh, left 5 places. That is point 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So ilang zero? So it should be how many zero? 4. Okay?
4.
0.0099. Ano? So tama si Angelo Alvarico. Okay po. So next, so far, can you follow? We have 31.42 times 1,000. So madali lang din naman. You simply move 3 decimal places going to the right. So that would be 31,420. Okay po. So dividing powers of 10, you have seen that to multiply by a power of 10, you move the decimal to the right or left, depending on the sign of the exponent. So question, if you multiply a number by 0.001, how far would you move the decimal in which direction? So answer, so since 0.001 equals 10 to the negative 4, you move the decimal 4 places to the left. So now let's look at the division. So there is a shortcut for dividing by powers of 10. When you divide, the decimal moves in the opposite direction as it would if you were multiplying. So for example, what is 4.85 divided by 1,000? Okay, so simply you count the number of zeros, which is 1, 2, 3. So you count it to the left. So 4.85 divided by 1,000 equals 0.00485. Remember that 1,000 equals 10 to the third power and the decimal moves to the left because you are dividing. Okay po. Can you follow? So you just reviewed your skills with powers of 10. These skills will help you convert a measurement in 1 unit SI length to an equivalent to 1 expressed in another unit of length. Now you should be ready to begin and explore to the next topic. Okay. So you have probably measured your height in centimeters, but what if you needed to know your height in millimeters or in meters? How might you make such conversion? Ano? So bridging ideas together. So the SI was first developed in France over 200 years ago. So the meter was defined as 1/10 millionth of the distance from the North Pole to the equator. So did you know that today, because of the precision required in science and industry, the meter can be defined as the distance light travels in a vacuum in a time interval of 1 over 299,793,458 of a second. So in prefixes, we are using to represent multiple of fractions of the base unit. For example, kilo to meter, and you have the kilometer. Centi to meter, and you have the centimeter. And then the prefix milli to meter, and you have the millimeter. So the prefixes added on the part of a unit, for example, meter, liter, or grams. So the prefixes added to the first part of a word give a special connotation or meaning. So for example, the prefixes kilo, centi, and milli are the most common and are bolded along with their symbols in the following table of prefixes. For example, prefix mega, ibig sabihin yan ay 10 to the 6 or 1 million. Kilo, which is 10 to the 3, which is 1,000. Hecto, which is 8, which is 10 to the second. And deca, which is 10 to the 1 or 10. And then yung ating base unit, yun yung nasa gitna. Ano? Yan, yung may arrow. For example, meter, decameter, hectometer, kilometer, megameter. Okay po? And then, yung mga deci, we have 10 to the negative 1, centi, 10 to the negative 2, milli, we have 10 to the negative 3, and micro, 10 to the negative 6. So, be familiar on those prefixes kasi later on we will be having an activity about that and then you will answer it orally. Okay? For example, next. So, for length, the most common prefixes you will be generally encountered are the milli, centi, and kilo. What are the symbols for millimeter, centimeter, millimeter, and kilometer? So you may recall working with the symbols mm, cm, m, and kilometer in previous math courses. So I think that is the basic foundation na you should alam ninyo yung mga basic. So have you seen the prefixes milli, centi, and kilo used with volume record? Some examples that you have encountered. So in lesson C, you will explore volumes using these prefixes. Okay? Length conversion sa power 10 are involved in converting between SI units. Fortunately, because you only powers of 10 are involved, SI unit conversions only involves the movement of the decimal point which is moving from left to the right. Pero sa atin, ang nire-required ko na merong cancellation process para magkaroon kayo ng points in solving. For example, as you can see, example number 1, 60 cm into millimeter. So, tatandaan, centimeter are larger and millimeter are smaller. So, we multiply because we want smaller pieces. Ibig sabihin, yung large number, gagawin natin smaller unit. So, mas malaki ang cm kaysa mm. Cm are larger and millimeter are smaller. We multiply because we want smaller pieces. Ibig sabihin, if we will convert 6.5 cm to mm, we simply multiply 10 or 10 to the first power. So, kasi ang MMCM ay magka-dikit lang. So, meaning, to transpose 6.5 cm, so ang kailangan yung gawin is, you simply, wait lang nakakapagsulat ako dito. Hello? Ayan. So syempre, ang nire-required kong solution sa inyo, kagaya niyan 6.5. So, 6.5. Okay. Ito yung gagawin niyo cm multiply over cm. So, kung anong kakansilin, yun yung ilalagay sa ilalim. Tapos, kung anong hinahanap, mm. Okay po, mm. So, the first question, anong mas malaki, mm or cm?
CM, sir.
cm. So, ibig sabihin, lalagay nyo ng 1 dito para makancel ito at makancel ito. Okay po? So, how many cm are there in 1 how many mm are there in 1 cm? So, that is 10.
10.
Po. Kaya ang sagot ay 65 mm. Okay po? So, 1 point for this, 1 point, and 1 point for final answer. So, that is 2 points. So, ganito yung hihingin ko sa inyo mamaya sa activity. Nakuha? Kailangan mayroong cancellation process and then mayroong final answer. Kung ang mangyari, tama ang sagot, walang ganitong cancellation process, wala pa rin puntos. Pero kung merong ganitong cancellation process, tama, 1 point, tapos mali ang sagot, may 1 point ka pa rin. So, ang mahalaga sa akin, yung proseso. Ano, para makuha yung tama. Hindi yung tamang sagot, mali ang proseso. Kasi pagka tama ang sagot, mali ang proseso, ibig sabihin nag-calculator lang. Okay, did you get my point? Nakuha po? So, that is 2 points. Okay? So, if you are converting from smaller such as centimeter to a larger unit such as meter, you will divide. When you fit smaller pieces inside a larger piece, you end a fewer larger number. So, for example, 720 centimeter to meter. So, ang mas malaki ay meter in comparison to centimeter. So, cm are smaller and meter are larger. So, we simply divide because we want larger pieces. So, that is 720 cm. And then, sabi natin, ilalagay natin sa ilalim yung ating tatanggalin. Tapos, yung ating i-convert. So, again, alin ang mas malaki? Meter o cm?
Meter.
Okay, kaya lalagay natin ng 1 ang meter. Cancel ang cm, cancel ang cm. Okay, how many centimeter are there in 1 meter? 100. Okay po. So that's why ang magiging sagot ay 720 divided by 100. Kaya ang sagot ay 7.2 meter. Okay po. So 1 point for this, 1 point, and 1 point for final answer. Okay po. So kailangan makita ko tong process na ito bago yung pinakasagot. Nakuha? Okay pa? So we divide by 10 because centimeters and meter are not next to each other. So we combine dividing by 10 twice in the same as dividing by 100. And we also divide by 100 because 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter. So our answer is reasonable because we have fewer meters than centimeter. So if you convert measurement to a smaller unit, the decimal place moves to the right. And if you have convert to a larger unit, the decimal point moves to the left. Okay? So, meron tayo ditong activity. Okay? Sasagutan sa 1/4. Pagkatapos ay pipicturan, isesend ulit sa GC. Okay po? Okay, kopyahin nyo muna. Tapos yung pagsasagot ay kagaya nung ginawa ko kanina. Okay po? So, ang gagawin dito, for example, number 1. 1 kilometer times, so ika-cancel ay kilometer, tapos ang i-convert ay meter. So, kilometer, kilometer. 1 kilometer, how many meters? 1,000 meter. Equals 1,000 meter. Okay po? So, ganito ang makikita ko sa 1/4, number 1. So, 1 point para dito at 1 point para dito. And then you continue. Bonus na yung number 1. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sasagutan niyang 1 to 7. Okay po? Kopyahin muna, tapos mamaya ipapasa. Yes, sino
Sir,
nagre-raise ng hands?
ako po, sir. Pwede po sa yellow paper. Wala lang po
Pwede
akong
sa
bandila.
yellow paper. Tapos mamaya isend sa GC yung sagot. Okay po?
Sige po. Thank you po.
Okay, next. Estimating length. Nakopya na ba? Nakopya na to? Nakopya na po? Screenshot na lang, tapos sagutan nyo mamaya. Screenshot na lang, sagutan mamaya. Kasi may sunod pang activity. Okay, next. Estimating lengths and distances. So, thickness of a dime. So, approximate time. So, kalimitan. Estimating lengths and distances is useful to scale. To estimate helps to visualize this size of SI units. For example, millimeter. So, kalimitan ginagamit siya for thickness of a dime. Width of a pinky finger, centimeter, meter, length of a giant step, kilometer, distance you walk in about 10 minutes. So, ibig sabihin, you must choose an appropriate unit for specific application. So, syempre, kung ang pag-uusapan ay height, so kalimitan meter ang ginagamit o kaya centimeter. Pero pag pinag-uusapan ay distance, ang unit natin ginagamit ay kilometers. Okay pa? Next. So, for example, a $2 coin is approximately 28 millimeter in diameter. So, what is the width in centimeters? So, simply, your 28 times 0.01, that is 2.8 centimeter. So, can you suggest other way of doing the problem? So, 2.8 divided by 10 equals 2.8 centimeter. Example number 2, Yin lives 2.5 kilometer from school. Convert the distance to meter. So 2.5 times 1,000 meter equals 2,500 meter. Pero yung pinapagawa ko sa inyo ay dapat ay yung 2.5 kilometer, yung multiply, yung tatanggalin ay kilometer, and then i-convert nyo sa meter. So, anong mas malaki? Kung anong mas malaki, yung nilalagay ng 1. Tapos cancel, cancel, and then 1,000. To get the final answer of 2,500 meters. So, 1.4 this and 1.4 this. So, ganito ang kailangan kong makita na solutions. Copy? Copy po? Okay. Next. So, for example number 3, John's height printed on his driver license is 162 cm. What is height in meters? Okay po. So, ang example is, yan, 162 times 0.01. Okay, so let's have an activity. Okay, so hindi pala isesend sa GC dahil magkakatulad-tulad kayo ng sagot. I-email sa akin until 1 p.m. Email ha. Okay, ang aking email ay Brian. Ay, mali pala. Mag-ano lang ako ng sa Google Class activity. Magawa na lang ako ng activity. Wait. One one zero one kay ano? Classwork. Create. Quiz assignment. Measurement activity. Attach file. Till 1 p.m. lang ha. Attach your file till 1 p.m. Due date ngayon. Oras ay 1 p.m. Okay, sasubmit na lang sa Google Class. Nagawa ko ngayon ng activity due ngayong 1 p.m. Okay, so yun yung first part, yung kanina, tapos ito pa yung mga sasagutan. Activity 2. Doon din isa-send. Okay, first question. The local golf course is 6,750 meter in length. What is the length of the course in kilometers? So, ang gagawin nyo lang, 6,750 meter, i-convert sa kilometer. Okay po? Copy? Copy po? Okay, number 2. A roadside indicates a school bus stop in 0.3 kilometer. How far is the sign from the bus stop in meters? So, ang gagawin nyo lang, i-convert nyo yung 0.3 kilometer to meter. Okay po? Yun lang ang gagawin. Copy? Okay, copy. Next, number 3. Ito lang yung tanong. The length and width of a stump are most often expressed in millimeters. Why? Sasagutin lang yung tanong. Again, the length and width of a stump are most often expressed in millimeters. Why? Copy? Screenshot nyo lang. Screenshot na? Screenshot na po? Okay na. Okay, number 4. A package of 500 sheets of printer paper is 5 cm thick. How thick in meters is a single sheet? Okay po. A package of 500 of sheets of printer paper is 5 cm thick. How thick in meters is a single sheet? Paki-screenshot na lang. Sagutan mamaya. Okay po? Okay na? Okay. Number 5. The height of the wall in Shauna's room is 2.4 meter. What is the height in centimeter? The height of the walls in Shauna's room is 2.4 meter. What is the height in centimeter? Okay na po?
Sir,
Yes.
taas po sa 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Apa, thank you.
1 and 2. Okay na?
Ano po sir, ako naman.
Screenshot na lang. Screenshot para mabilis. Okay, number 6. A letter size sheet of copy paper is 216 mm by 279 mm. What are the dimensions in centimeters? Simply, you will convert 216 and 279 lang in centimeters. Nakuha? A letter size sheet of copy paper is 216 mm by 279. What are its dimensions in centimeters? Okay po? Nakuha? Okay, next. Number 7. Andrei Alexandrovich Silva of Russia, Kakotal, won the 2000 men's high school gold medal in 2008 Olympics with a leap of 2.36 meter. So what was his achievement in centimeters? Okay? So simply, you will convert lang yung 2.36 meter into centimeters. Okay po, nakuha? Okay, sige. Number 8. So, Anya in Newfoundland found an arrowhead from the Buttock's tribe. Being curious, she researched her find and discovered it was not an arrowhead, but the head of sealing harpoon. Anya discovered that the Buttock's tribe hunted seals by pursuing them in human-propelled boats, known as kayaks today. So they made their catch by throwing harpoons which rope attached at their prey. So the harpoon head is made from flint and is 44 meter long. So what is the length of this harpoon head in centimeters? Simply, you will convert 44.5 millimeter long into centimeters. Yun lang. Ang haba na sinabi yan. Yun lang palang gagawin sa dulo. Okay po, copy. Screenshot na. Okay. Last number, number 9. So the school running track is in oval shape. Ano? And is 200 meter in circumference. How many times must a runner go around the track to run 1.6 kilometer? Again, the school running track is in oval shape and is 200 meter in circumference. How many times must a runner go around the track to run 1.6 kilometer? So, ang gagawin niyo dyan, i-convert niyo muna yung kilometer to meter. And then, pag na-convert niyo yung kilometer, i-divide niyo sa 200 para makuha niyo kung how many times kailangan ikutin yung oval. Nakuha po? Nakuha po? Okay,
Sir, paulit po,
so,
sir. Ano yung gagawin sa number 9?
paulit yung gagawin.
Apa.
Ang
Kukunin po
gagawin lang,
muna.
i-convert niyo muna
I-convert.
yung kilometers to meter. Pag na-convert nyo sa yung kilometer to meter, yung magiging product nun, i-divide nyo sa 200. At yun na yung ah, number of times na kailangan ikutin para maran yung oval. Nakuha? Nakuha po? Nakuha?
Opo, sir.
Okay po. So, yan yung two sets of activities na ipapasa nyo. Anim na conversion kanina, tapos yan. And then, ipapasa na lang sa Google Class. Nag-post ako ng activity until 1 p.m. today. So madali lang naman siya. Siguro kaya nyo siyang sagutan in 30 minutes, pero I maximize the time na pwede nyo siyang sagutan until 1 p.m. So, at this juncture, we will end muna our lesson and then we will open the next topic kasi medyo alangan na, 11:30 na. And then yung remaining 30 minutes will be allotted for the activities. And then you will submit the activities until 1 p.m. today. Madali lang naman yan, basic conversion, kahit walang calculator. Okay po. So, again, thank you very much. So, you may now have your lunch. Do you have any questions so far? Baka may questions? Wala na. Okay, so thank you very much. Pakigawa na lang ng activity, pakisubmit sa Google Class, and then, pwede na kayo mag-lunch. So, thank you. Until 1 p.m. lang ha, 1 p.m.
Sagot lang daw po.
Ano po?
Hindi po. Yung sagot lang daw po.
Sagot lang, pero yung sinasabi kong computation ay huwag kakalimutan ha, yung ganitong format. For example, ay 500 meter times meter to kilometer. So, malaki ang kilometer, 1,000. And then, ang sagot, halimbawa ay 500 kilometer, 1, 2, 3. So, that is 0.05 kilometer. So, wag kakalimutan ito. Cancellation, cancellation. So, 1 point para dito at 1 point para dito. Kapag tama ang sagot, mali itong process na ito, mali pa rin. So, walang puntos. Pero pag nangyari, tama ang sagot, mali ang proseso, wala pa rin. Pero kung tama ang computation, mali ang sagot, may 1 point. So, dun ako sa more on computation ako. Okay po? So, ibig sabihin, bawat activity ay 2 points, 2 points. Yung conversion. Pero may mga numbers na 4 points, kagaya yung dimensions, i-convert pareha sa ME. Nakuha po ang gagawin? Okay po.
Sa G-class po siya dahil
So, G-class, i-submit. Picturean lang sa 1/4 na yellow paper o 1/2 crosswise. Ay, 1/2 crosswise
okay po
o
sir.
1 yellow paper. Pero kung dalawang page, dalawang page. Kung hindi kasya sa isang kuha na ng camera. Sa yellow paper, sasagutan pipicturean. I-upload doon sa Google Class. Okay po. So, thank you very much po. You may now have
Okay
your
po sir. Thank you po.
Thank you.
Hindi po sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you.